The Iron Age in Scandinavia and Northern Europe is a pivotal period in the region's history, marking the transition from the preceding Nordic Bronze Age. This era spans from around 500 BC to approximately 800 AD, when is considered the beginning of the Viking Age. It is characterized by significant cultural and technological shifts, with the introduction of ferrous metallurgy through contact with the Hallstatt and Latin cultures. In this video, we will delve into the various phases of the Iron Age in this region, exploring the social, economic, and cultural transformations that took place. The 6th and the 5th centuries BC marked a turning point in the trade and cultural exchange in Europe. The conflicts between Central European Celtic tribes and Mediterranean cultures disrupted major trade routes between Scandinavia and the Mediterranean, leading to a reconfiguration of trade networks. The Iron Age in Scandinavia and Northern Europe brought significant economic and social changes. One of the most notable shifts was the intensification of agricultural production. Previously, livestock roamed freely in large food pastures, but during the Iron Age, they were housed in stables. Larger settlements emerged, and labor-intensive farming practices became prevalent. This period also witnesses the introduction of slavery, a departure from the practices of the Nordic Bronze Age. The Iron Age in Northern Europe can be divided into three distinct periods: the pre-Roman Iron Age, spanning from the 5th to the 4th centuries BC, the Roman Iron Age, lasting from the 1st to the 4th centuries AD, and the Germanic Iron Age, extending from the 5th to the 8th centuries AD. The pre-Roman Iron Age is dated between the 5th and the 1st centuries BC, and it represents the early stage of Iron Age in Scandinavia and the North European plain. It succeeded the Nordic Bronze Age and emerged through interactions with the Hallstatt culture in Central Europe. The Iron Age in this region is closely associated with a revolution in ironworking. While bronze was used during the Bronze Age, iron gradually gained prominence due to its versatility, especially for tools and weapons. However, it wasn't until the Viking Age that iron truly revolutionized agriculture, particularly in plowing. The availability of iron was crucial, and innovative techniques allowed for the extraction, smelting, and smithing of iron. Iron was primarily obtained from bog iron deposits, with Denmark being a significant source. The transition from bronze to iron marked a transformative period in the material culture of Scandinavia. Funerary practices during the pre-Roman Iron Age retained elements of the Bronze Age tradition, such as cremating corpses and placing their remains in urns. The influence of the Central European Latin culture, originating from northwestern Germany, spread to Scandinavia during this period, yielding archaeological finds like swords, shield bosses, spearheads, and various tools and artifacts. During this era, the Jastorf culture emerged as a distinct Iron Age material culture, encompassing the regions of present-day northern Germany and the southern Scandinavian peninsula, spanning from the 6th to the 1st centuries BC. Germanic speakers likely inhabited this northern Iron Age culture. The exact stage of their language's development, potentially Proto-Germanic, remains uncertain. The late phase marked the start of the migration period, initiated by the Teutons and Cimbri invasions and their eventual defeat at the Battle of Acque Sixte in 102 BC, foreshadowing the tumultuous Roman Iron Age and migration period. The Roman Iron Age, spanning from the 1st to the 4th centuries AD, marks a period of significant influences from the Roman Empire on the Germanic tribes of Northern Europe. In Scandinavia, this era saw a substantial import of Roman goods, including coins, vessels, bronze items, glassware, and enameled buckles. The style of metal objects and clay vessels also exhibited distinct Roman characteristics. During this period, there is a rich archaeological record that includes an intriguing phenomenon: bog bodies. These remarkable, well-preserved human remains, some possibly ritually killed, offer insights into the lifestyle and practices of this time. One of the most famous bog bodies is Tulund Man, discovered in 1950 in Denmark. These bodies, along with their hair, skin, and possessions, have been preserved in anaerobic conditions, allowing researchers to gain a deeper understanding of the people of this era. Notable finds from this time include weapons, household items, and clothing made of wool, often buried alongside bog bodies. The introduction of shares and pounds during this period represents a shift in technological and cultural exchanges. The Germanic Iron Age is dated from the 5th to the 8th centuries AD. This period encompasses the early Germanic Iron Age and the late Germanic Iron Age. In Sweden, the late Germanic Iron Age is commonly referred to as the Vendel era, while Norway and Finland label it the Merovingian Age. The early Germanic Iron Age saw the transition from Roman influence to the emergence of distinctive Germanic culture. Gold and silver became more common during this time, as Scandinavians returned with precious metals following the ransacking of the Roman Empire by Germanic tribes. This era marked the beginning of the migration period, characterized by invasions and movements of various tribes. The late Germanic Iron Age, blending into the Viking Age, is a period of great cultural and artistic significance. This era is characterized by legendary sagas, heroic legends, and the spread of runestones as a form of written documentation. It witnessed the abandonment of the Elder Futhark writing system in favor of the Younger Futhark, a runic script. Metalwork became more intricate, featuring abstract and symbolic designs, including interlaced animals and shapes. Notable artifacts from this period include the intricate helmets, reminiscent of the Sutton Hoo helmet in England. Written sources are attesting mounted elite warriors, with mentions dating back to the 6th century in the work of the god scholar Jordanes, who acclaimed the Swedes for their exceptional horses, ranking them alongside the Thuringians. These equestrian traditions persisted in sagas, portraying King Adils as a skilled horseback combatant in conflicts against Ali and Hrolf Kraki. The epic Beowulf further recounts legendary narratives from the Swedish Vendel era, spotlighting the Swedish-Geatish War between the Sliefing House in Sweden and the Geatish-Wulfing dynasty. Some legendary royals mentioned in Beowulf and Norse sagas and have historical roots, potentially linked to the Anglo-Saxon settlement in Britain, possibly as Jutes or affiliated with the Wulfingas dynasty.